Hello everyone. In this video, I would cover some of the recent draws that happened for Aaip. So I was not able to do an analysis of the draws that happened recently because I was kind of busy with some personal work. So in 2024, Aaip has done few draws and I just wanted to cover that in this particular video. What are the trends I see, and let's have a good discussion on that. Before going to that, some of the housekeeping things. These are some of the changes that have been introduced on my channel. So I would highly recommend subscribing and then, if possible, join the channel. The QR code for joining the channels are here, and I have certain perks for the members of the channel. These are the two free WhatsApp groups that I am currently running. So please join one of the groups and participate in the discussions. I have included a lot of discussions on these in the past few videos, so I've not spent much time on that. So without wasting any further time, let's go into the analysis, what I wanted to discuss in this video. So if you see here, Aaip has done 4 draws in January and 2 draws in February. Okay, so that's the draw that has happened, and in these draws, it has sent out NOIs close to, I would say, 86, 108, 130, 254 odd NOIs have been sent till now. So let's look at the January data. So in January, you would see it had conducted 4 draws, and out of those, 3 draws are for dedicated healthcare pathway, and one was for the priority sector. So this is kind of a bit new. What you will see that the recent emphasis of the last draws have been on dedicated healthcare pathway, even though in the last few draws in the last year, dedicated healthcare pathway didn't had much traction going, but still I'm seeing it has this new pathway has a lot of draws happening. Even in February, did 2 draws. Out of this, one draw was for dedicated healthcare pathway and another was for the priority sector, but this was construction occupation. In January, priority sector was agriculture occupation. So as of now, what we are seeing is the NOIs that have been issued mostly are targeted to fill certain job positions in Alberta. So family connection draw has not happened since October. So people who are in into the dedicated healthcare pathway or one of the priority sectors have a lot sorry, have a good chance of getting through in the going by the recent trends. So, so yeah, and in most of these, the CRA score is above 300. In priority sector, it was 300 to 500, and this was also 300 to 500 in January. So understand this: the dedicated healthcare pathway is a pathway under the I would say dedicated healthcare pathway is a pathway under the express entry umbrella. So when you are looking at the express entry, you need to have a profile for express entry in your IRCC profile, and then if your score is above 300 and your NOC matches one of the dedicated healthcare pathway NOCs, you have a really good chance of getting through. And even though priority sector, so so go through the NOC list. There are different NOC lists available for different pathways. Let's go quickly into that while we are at it. Let's go into the. Let me show you the details about some of the streams. So let's see Alberta Express Entry stream. So dedicated healthcare pathway is under the Alberta Express Entry stream. So you need to be eligible and waiting in the pool with a minimum score of 300. So if you see here, dedicated healthcare pathway, so this has a list of NOCs. See? So eligible healthcare professionals, these are the eligible healthcare professionals and the NOC code. So what is the more important is the profession under which you are applying. Okay. So even though it's saying in 2023 it used only 2%, but looks like going forward it will be using a lot more of the dedicated healthcare pathway. So for this, you need to be in the express entry pool and billing and express entry pool with waiting on with a score of at least 200. Priority sector is agriculture, construction, tourism, and hospitality. So what we saw, the February draw was for construction, the January draw was for agriculture. So we can expect few more draws happening in the coming weeks under tourism and hospitality also. So this had a very high allocation in 2023. Let's look at the allocation numbers once again, which will give us an idea of how the trend was in 2023. Again, this I prepared a video on this, which was kind of it still has data from 2023, but oh, it's recently updated. It was updated recently. It was recently updated on 12th of February, but still I think the data is from 2023. Alberta Opportunity Stream, dedicated healthcare pathway. See, it had only 75 applications in the last year. But if you see here, dedicated healthcare pathway has already surpassed like how much? 4286, sorry, 4264, 86, and like more than 100. So it has already issued more than 100 NOIs, right? So if all of them convert to if all of them convert to NOIs, this number would certainly go much higher in 2024. That's what we can see here. See dedicated healthcare pathway. They are processing very fast. Also, dedicated healthcare pathway is now in February. So this is also a very good thing. So if anybody is waiting in the queue with dedicated healthcare pathway, I think 2nd February. This is one of the fastest moving stream here for Alberta. So this has improved for sure. This has improved, and I think the other timelines are approximately same. Some of the days have progressed, like Alberta Opportunity has progressed to September, and I think others are same. Dedicated healthcare pathway has changed, and so has the rural renewal stream has changed. The date has changed. I think as of the last video, these were still in on the August, but I think they have progressed by a few weeks. So yeah, this is the analysis. So from this analysis, if you look into the kind of draws it's happening, I would say dedicated healthcare pathway allocation will go up significantly this year in 2024. Along with priority sector is always a priority. Priority sector still had a significant number in it was already 10 times more than dedicated healthcare pathway. But dedicated healthcare pathway just in the last 4 weeks, last 2 months have issued more than 100 NOIs. Okay, and if, as I was saying, if everything goes fine, those 100 NOIs converts to 100 nominations, then the number that we saw in 2023 will improve significantly in 2024. Okay, so yep, I would say evaluate your express entry profile, keep your express entry profile updated. And I wish you all the best. I hope that the people who are watching this have do get a NOI based on the draws that will happen in the near future. And if you have any questions, subscribe to my channel and reach out to me on the comments, and I will try my best to get back to you. Okay. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.